Would you like to have some kind of superpower? What would you choose? I'd prefer teleportation, telekinesis, or the ability to inspire. But my friends say I already have a special gift. I will tell you about it now. According to my mother's story, the day I was born was crazy weather. Rain turned to snow, snow to rain, then suddenly sunshine. They were very much waiting for my birth with my father, since their age was old and there were no more children. It will seem strange, but I did not grow and develop like all children. At about 9 months, I already began to walk, and when I was barely 2 years old, I was already talking. Because of my rapid development and early age, I could not go to kindergarten, so my parents hired teachers and I studied at home. My mother said that I have a great desire and interest in studying. All night, there were practically no toys in my room. I was literally drowning in encyclopedias. I could not quench my thirst for knowledge. I thought I was getting stronger when I knew more. My parents were proud that I had such a great memory and that I was such a gifted child. They were sure that I was born for a special purpose. With this thought in mind, I continued to develop my skills. At about 6 years old, I already knew two foreign languages, Spanish and French. As expected, I had to go up the social ladder gradually, so when I went to first grade, I was really bored. Just imagine that you are 18 years old in development, and you are sitting among children and learning the alphabet. But my parents asked me to be patient, to give them time to prepare the principal and teachers for my talent. The first 6 months, I still somehow lasted, but I was irritated by my peers, who drew letters as they fell, read from syllables, and did not know the periodic table. For my little rebellion and refusal to get acquainted with the letter R, I was put alone in the very back of the desks. This proved to be a good thing because there I was not disturbed by anyone, and I allowed myself to continue studying probability theory. My classmates were afraid of my appearance. I think because I felt much older than them and looked like a baby, and children feel each other. I managed to pretend to be normal, but over time, my acting skills began to fail. Okay, I admit, I did it on purpose. Our teacher, Miss Gandhi, was a nice girl, quite erudite, correct, and very attractive to look at. I told you I was only a child on the outside. I can already evaluate women's beauty. So once in one of the lessons, she gave us a task. She was preparing for some courses in mathematics. Miss Gandhi tried to multiply, divide, add up large numbers in her mind. 123 times 634, you get 77,981. 2, I said. What? Will be 77,982. The teacher looked questioningly at the classroom door, but there was no one else there. First, she checked everything on the calculator, then looked at the class. Everyone was busy with her task, everyone except me. She asked if I had spoken to her. Well, I did not miss the opportunity to have a dialogue with her. I told her that I am actually a little different. My teacher was thrilled. She admired my talent for 10 minutes, and then she imagined telling the principal about me and me bringing the school gold medals in intellectual competitions. When I came home after school, my parents were furious. They didn't like the idea of me acting on my own. They considered my gift exceptional, and they were afraid that it might cost us dearly, that others may begin to think that I was abnormal. In short, they chose silence, like I'm some kind of mutant. I told them they promised to train teachers, but they never did, and I was tired of sitting here like this. The next day, I had a meeting with my parents at the principal's office, where I demonstrated my abilities. Miss Gandhi kept saying that I was unique and that I couldn't hide it. She called the parents' outburst a crime. In general, as expected, I participated in many Olympiads and competitions on behalf of the school. Since I was too young, I was offered to go to school, but at the same time to study at the level that is convenient for me. When I was 12 years old, I passed all the exams in the school curriculum and graduated with high school students. By then, I was already a local star. I was asked to create a club for gifted children and work with the children there, and I agreed. But that's not all. My fame, of course, went beyond the school. Strangers began to come visit us and offer to participate in their projects. Among them were not only honest businessmen, but also scammers. They saw my gift from their own angle, promised to pay. I admit, by that time I was looking for something unusual, a modern place of work where people would not pay attention to my age. And I found it. A few years later, after passing an interview and completing dozens of tricky tasks, I was working for an American multinational corporation, and you know what? If you feel a talent, the ability to come up with something, create. Do not give in to mass influence. Do not hesitate to act. No one can feel you like you do.